888-848-9591.
Welcome back. You're listening to the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And this week we've been chatting with women making impact in their community. So coming up, I'm actually joined by Tziporah Gelman, the founder and creator of Frumba Chicago, which sounds a lot like Zumba. Tziporah, welcome to Get Down to Business.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here.
Absolutely. So you have a fantastic story to share. You are, the picture on your Facebook page is a bunch of women with T-shirts, wearing T-shirts that says Train Insane. It sounds like just a few years ago, that was not you, and you've really revolutionized a program for yourself, but also brought a number of women along with you for the ride. Tell us your story.
So about 6 years ago, I weighed 275 pounds. I had been overweight my whole life and had struggled with obesity. And a couple of things happened that really, I guess, struck a chord in me to make a change. I had a neighbor who was about 42 years old, and she suffered from a very tragic heart attack and died in front of her 6-year-old daughter. And in addition to that kind of like waking me up and thinking, that's going to be me in a couple of years if I don't do something different, I just knew I needed to do something different. So my husband encouraged me, and he told me that I should join Lifetime. And I went to Lifetime, and I started working out on the machines, which I found painfully boring. And I heard about this class that was called Latin Fusion. My parents are from Colombia, South America originally, and so I always loved, Latin American music. So I tried out the class, and I really enjoyed it. And then I looked at the schedule again, and I saw that there was a class called Zumba. And so I figured, maybe that's something like Latin Fusion. And I went to try it out, and I was totally hooked. It was like love at first sight. The instructor just had so much energy. The people in the room were just having fun. It was not a workout. It felt like a party.
And now you share that fun with other women. I'm looking again at your Facebook page, and you have the top text of the week, and people that are just blown away, people that are losing weight, people that are, I guess, more than anything, having fun. So you have taken your experience and your story, a remarkable story, and now you're impacting people's lives. But you're running, again, this week's theme is women in business. You're running you've started a successful business. I know you have classes going on throughout the week. I guess share with our listeners the current success story that's on your mind, the current success story that's keeping you motivated, keeping you driven to continue running Frumba Chicago.
I would say that seeing and hearing the stories, like you mentioned, those top texts of the week, and seeing how my business has changed people's lives, not just physically. Obviously, the women have lost collectively thousands of pounds together over the course of the 5 years since I started the business. But it's even more than that. It's about, camaraderie and friendship and acceptance. And right now, we're really on the cusp of what the dream was 5 years ago when I started in a small little house. I've moved into a bunch of different spaces and rented from a bunch of different organizations throughout the community. But right now, we're really on a hunt for our own studio. We really envision having classes around the clock, servicing the women and girls in our community with everything from Zumba to strength training, personal training, group training, Pilates, yoga, bar. We really, right now, we're really looking to find a space where we can, really house Frumba Chicago and service the community on an even greater level than we are right now.
That's amazing, and I know that I'm sure our listeners will be hearing more about Frumba Chicago, and obviously when that space is identified, maybe we'll do a live broadcast from the studio. That would be fun. But Frumba is all about having good time, but also changing women's lives. And I know right now, obviously, you're in Evanston. But the women that are coming from all over, and we don't have a lot of time today, but I wanted to make sure that our listeners can hear a little bit about the programming lineup, the programs that you are offering, and hopefully get involved, contact you to even just talk about your story, because I think it's an inspirational story. So what's on the calendar this week?
So this week, tonight, we've got an all-Jewish music class that services the right-wing part of our community. And then tomorrow morning, starting at 9:45, we've got a class that has a little bit of a combination between Zumba, strength training, and core. In the evening, we've got Zumba. Every day of the week, we've got at least 2 or 3 classes. We just recently started a group training in the park here in Skokie, which has been awesome, really well attended, and people just love to be outdoors working out. But yeah, every day of the week, I would encourage people, if they are interested in finding out about classes, to go to the Facebook page or to contact me directly at frumbachicago@gmail.com, and I can shoot them a schedule so they can get in on the fun.
frumbachicago@gmail.com, FRUMBA Chicago@gmail.com. Contact Tziporah Gelman. Again, Tziporah, we'll be sure to have you back on the air real soon, sharing that inspirational message. But you're a successful business owner, and you're helping other people stay fit, stay healthy, which helps women in business. But staying on that theme, we're going to continue talking with women in business after the break. Tziporah, thank you again for joining us on the air.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Frumbachicago@gmail.com. Be sure to contact Tziporah Gelman. Again, after the break, more tips, advice, and information from women in business.